Hi guys, when you start out with the idea that Keir Starmer can do nothing right, then of course, whenever he does anything, it'll be a problem for you. So it was a pretty sad state of affairs when the concrete farmer invited the Tory Shadow Defence Secretary onto his show to grill him on why the Prime Minister was attending the Armistice commemoration in Paris. Now, some credit has to be given to the Tory here for not joining in on what was frankly a pathetic attack on the Prime Minister. Have a listen to this.
Keir Starmer, for some reason, has decided he wants to be a bit Churchillian. He's going off to France for the first time for any British Prime Minister since Churchill to go and sort of commemorate Armistice Day in France. What's he up to?
Well, I think, if I'm being fair, I think it's important that we stand with our allies from across the world, not just the United States, which we often talk about, but France as well. And it's perfectly reasonable for him to go off to mark this Armistice Day in France, as you say, the first since Winston Churchill. We just hope that he backs our military when he gets back home with more defence spending and the commitments he made before the election.
But I mean, it's the first time a Prime Minister has done this in over 60 years. Why is it suddenly so important for him to do it?
You'll have to ask him, Mike. I don't know. I mean, I think it's important that, as I say, we stand with our allies. Important that we have a good relationship with France and that we mark Armistice Day.
Yeah, but we've got all those things, Gareth. But no Prime Minister before, since Winston Churchill, has thought it necessary to go there. I just wonder why he suddenly thinks it's a good idea. That's all.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'd have to ask him, Mike, I'm afraid.
You know, John Major didn't think it was necessary. Should we go back through the list? John Major, Margaret Thatcher, Harold Wilson, Jim Callaghan, Edward Heath, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, Boris Johnson. Nobody thought they needed to do it. I just find it a bit odd, really.
Well, we know Keir Starmer's very close to Europe and he wants us to get closer, and so maybe that's one reason. But I think it is important that we mark Armistice Day wherever the Prime Minister is located physically today. It is important that we all mark 11 a.m. With great respect.
I agree. What do you make?
He was frigging invited, you idiot. He was invited by Macron. The other Prime Ministers, it seems, were not invited. So, what was Keir Starmer supposed to do? He was invited by the French President to attend this event. What would you have preferred him to do? To say, no, I'm not going, to snub the French President? Maybe this is what Brexiteers wanted. But then if he did that, of course, Mike Graham will be saying, we're supposed to be allies with these people. We're supposed to be, on their side, and they're supposed to be on our side. And now Keir Starmer has snubbed the French president by not attending this event. Why does he hate our veterans? Why does he hate... This is what we would be hearing if Keir Starmer had not attended the event. I can guarantee you. So by attending the event, he's doing something wrong. If he didn't attend the event, he would be doing something wrong. This is not journalism. This is hackery. I have to extend some credit to the Tory here for not going along with. He could have easily said, why isn't he doing this? Why isn't he staying in Britain? Why is he trying to emulate Winston Churchill? Doesn't he understand that Winston Churchill was our greatest Briton? He could have gone down that road. So kudos to him for not doing that. That's probably what Mike, the concrete farmer Graham, wanted him to do. But he didn't take the bait. But it's beyond pathetic. Once again, if Keir Starmer had not attended, Talk TV and Mike Graham and others will be complaining. Now that he is attending, they're still complaining. No matter what Keir Starmer does, they will complain. This is the thing with the media in Britain. There's the right-wing press who will defend to the death people like Boris Johnson and the Tories. No matter what they do, Keir Starmer does something positive, they will look for a way to criticise him. There were criticisms of him the way he was standing when he was at the cenotaph. It's ridiculous. Boris Johnson doesn't even comb his hair, no mention of that. Keir Starmer doesn't stand in the right way or doesn't stay for enough seconds or whatever. The right-wing media jump on him. Look, this isn't going to really change people's minds at the ballot box, but it's about chipping away at the Labour government. What can we use to make them look bad? Oh, look, Keir Starmer didn't attend an event. Or look, he did attend an event. How can we use this against him? It's beyond pathetic. And the best thing Keir Starmer can do is just ignore it. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.